Hey there guys, aarava here, and today bringing you an F1 2014 gameplay video once again, and today we're here for a 100% race around Germany at Hockenheim with Fernando Alonso's Ferrari. Yes, we're back at Hockenheim, obviously not in 2013's game, it was in 2012, and I actually missed it in 2013. I preferred it to Nürburgring, and it's nice to have it back in this game finally. So we're here at the Hockenheim ring for a 100% race around here, and this is looking at the setup quickly. Of course, not the fastest setup at this point, so there's no point sort of taking it down or anything like that. Just threw it on, and we're 6th on the grid, did a random grid, so we're starting 6th place on the random grid, and it looks like to be a 3-stop with the option, prime, and then prime. So we're going to stick to that strategy as much as possible. There's also a 27% chance of rain, so we'll have to see how that factors in. Hopefully, for the entertainment's sake, there is a bit of rain to see, so finally we can see some mixed conditions for you guys in one of my F1 2014 videos. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get onto the grid and get onto this race. Should be an interesting one here at Hockenheim. I remember, I have fond memories from F1 2012. Definitely was a fun little track, and let's see how it goes for 2014. So obviously the Mercedes lock out the front row again. Pretty much you're going to see them locking out the front row in every single grid unless you've qualified on the front row. But here we are in 6th place, the random grid slot we've been given. We're starting the option tyres, we're -1 of fuel, but we're going to 5 red lights for 67 laps here around the Hockenheim ring. Here we go, 5 red lights and we are off, and we're getting an okay start, changing up to second quite earlier than I did on my previous videos. Looks like that's the best way to get a better start, changing up early to second gear through the first corner now. Everyone's going very slowly. Rosberg's actually gone very wide indeed. He's down to 4th place at the moment from second. Looks like Vettel is trying to overtake Hamilton up ahead. We're going to try and overtake our teammate Kimi Raikkonen. We have done that, but Rosberg got ahead of us, and on our left we've got Daniel Ricciardo. We're going to have to give him some room there. Looks like he's actually got us, the Australian, in the Red Bull. He's actually marked us off on the left, so we're down to 5th place from 4th, but his ERS light is flashing. Looks like he's going to be harvesting some stuff at this stage, obviously harvesting the ERS and turbo energy down to the first corner, down to the hairpin, I mean, and we've re-overtaken Daniel Ricciardo now, so it looks like he's going quite slowly, trying to harvest some turbo energies at the beginning stage of the race, as you would. And now we're going to try and overtake Sebastian Vettel. Maybe we can do it into this next corner. Nope, I think better of it. Wouldn't have been a good idea to dive bomb move down here. But at this moment in time, this is like the first few laps I've done at Hockenheim, so really kind of going to the unknown in terms of tyre wear, how to attack the track. I didn't do qualifying obviously because I got a random grid slot, so we'll just have to see how it goes. So on to lap 4 through the fast turn 1. Love the turn 1, really missed it from 2012. And going through that turn 1, we've got DRS on Sebastian Vettel, so we're within 1 second, that means. And our fuel is on optimum at the moment. You can see on the right hand side, I'm actually in lean at the moment because I tried to save some fuel from lap 1 onwards, and I'm going to actually try and get to +1 fuel so I can push later on in the race. But even though we're on lean, we're still catching Sebastian Vettel at the moment in that very slow Renault Red Bull. Can we make a dive bomb move down the inside? Yes, we have, and what a move, I must say. I mean, our hand goes up in the air, meaning we've touched Vettel a tiny bit, but that was from so far back in the braking zone. So either Vettel had a problem, he was harvesting some extra ERS energy from the turbo and KERS, or he was just going very slowly. It was just him driving, so that was a bit weird. We gained so much in the braking zone, but we're up to 3rd place, so I'm not complaining at the moment. And on lap 4, this is going pretty well. Obviously the Mercedes are streaking off in the distance, but on to lap 9 now, we're actually getting a bit of a threat from Kevin Magnussen in Mclaren, a very unknown kind of factor in this race. I didn't think he would be attacking us, and he's actually overtaken us. Can we try and re-overtake him into that braking zone? We're going to try it down the inside. We've moved to the right on the inside of the track, and it looks like we have got him back, so we've re-overtaken for 3rd place. So yeah, Magnussen coming out of nowhere. Didn't think he would be attacking us at this stage of the race. I thought that for sure the fight would be with the Red Bulls, much like real life, but looks like the McLaren and Magnussen has come out of nowhere. Looks like he's got the pace because he's overtaken the 2 Red Bulls, and now is trying to overtake me, because on the very next lap, lap 10, he's going to try it again. He's got DRS, obviously. I don't, so I'm a kind of sitting duck here. He goes right past me, and this time he's gone even more past me, and even Ricciardo's going to try and overtake me on the left. And unfortunately, I can't re-overtake Magnussen, so we've lost out to him fair and square. He has overtaken me, so it looks like the AI are actually quite aggressive here on Legend AI. It looks like they have improved a tad, because I literally can't, you know, I couldn't defend from Magnussen at that point. The tyres are going off. We're going to pit in on lap 12, 1 lap earlier than the computer wants me to, so we're going to try the undercut. But yeah, you know, we must say the Legend AI, you know, maybe just because I'm not used to Hockenheim. As I said, these are my literally first laps in Hockenheim, so maybe it's just me not getting up to speed at Hockenheim. But you could also say maybe the Legend AI have improved a tad, and maybe when you are struggling, they will pounce on you. So, you know, it's fine when everything's going right, but when things are going wrong, they will maybe try and overtake you and make the best of it. So, as we cut onto lap 16, obviously, we are on the second set of option tyres. We just overtook Gutierrez, who was in 8th place. That was for position, but he's going quite slowly anyway. I think he's struggling with tyres. But now we are, as you can see, in 7th place. Kevin Magnussen is in 6th in front of us, so he has jumped us in the pit stop somehow. So not only has he overtaken us on track before, he's now annoying us by staying ahead in the pits, and we couldn't use the undercut to help us. So now on lap 18, our engine getting very hot indeed, but we're in the DRS and open the DRS flap. Can we overtake Kevin Magnussen under braking? Yes, we can. A very easy move in first gear. Now up to second as we exit the hairpin corner, and we're back up to 4th place now. A net third once Suttle ahead, who obviously is not actually in third. He'll obviously be pitting the next few laps, one hopes at least. So on to lap 27 now. We've come into the pits from P3. Magnussen was behind us, so let's see if he jumps us again in the pits. If he does, I will be very annoyed. So we're going to be going some way into the Grand Prix on this set of tyres, all the way to lap 47 in fact. But now cutting on to lap 43, as you can see, Kevin Magnussen is up the road in 3rd place in his McLaren. We're 4th, so he jumped us again in the pit stops. We were ahead of him, and he jumped us again in the pit stops, you know, to get 3rd place. So now we're going to have to try and overtake him. Can we make the move? Oh my god, Jesus, we made an absolute dive bomb move. He's given us the space, fair play to him. But wow, I must say that was a brilliant move by me. Jesus, that was a long way back. I didn't remember it was that far back in the braking zone. But yeah, getting back to the whole point of him jumping us, we made the pit stop obviously on lap 28. It actually took me from lap 28 to lap 43 to get back to him. He had a 6-second gap to me. It took that long to get back to him. So actually very impressive stuff from the Legend AI at the moment, at least Magnussen's Legend AI, to get such pace there. But on to lap 46 now, we're losing massive grip, and on the right-hander, in fact, Ricciardo overtakes us on the super soft tyres. So that's how much grip we're losing. Obviously, I told you guys we're going to pit next lap on lap 47. You can see I'm struggling so much on the traction at the moment as I put down the throttle. The car just does not want to plant coming off that corner on the curb, riding the curb once more, just losing the ridge in general, and Vettel overtakes us now. Is Magnussen going to overtake us? No, just about keep ahead of him. Well, on lap 47, we're losing massive grip. I mean, Ricciardo overtook us easily on the right-hander there. Vettel's overtaken us on the pit straight, and we nearly lost it into the barrier on that off that curb on turn 1 as we moved to the right-hand side of the track, and again moving to the right-hand side of the track as we're losing traction. So thank God we're making our pit stop now, into the pits now for the final set of prime tyres. Obviously, though, there is a 27% chance of rain, and I believe it should be coming at the end of the race, my engineers told me. So we'll see about that. On to the final set of prime tyres, though. So we probably will be back in the pits shortly, because on lap 52, here we go, we're in 6th place, but you can see there are spits of rain at the moment. Hope you guys can see that just about. If you squint, you can just about see the spits of rain coming down at the moment. I'm in 6th place, and now we're going to jump some people in the pits, and we're up to P5 now. Magnussen is there in P6, so finally, on the 4th attempt, we have not been jumped by Magnussen in the pits. Thank God for that. He was annoying me, to be honest, jumping me 3 times in the pit stop, so 4th time lucky. So now we're up to P5, and it's coming down with rain on lap 53. Vettel is ahead of us. Ricciardo is ahead of him. Ricciardo's actually bolted quite some way ahead, so the best we can hope for is 4th place to try and overtake Sebastian Vettel at some point. As we're coming through the first corner now, looks like cars are going very slowly. Jean-Eric Vergne, I think that's Grosjean there. Vettel's gone very slowly. We've overtaken him for 4th place. What has gone on there? So it looks like maybe he slowed down massively to try and overtake that back marker, which was actually Grosjean. I thought it was Vergne at first because I saw the French flag, but it was actually Grosjean. But yeah, Vettel going very slowly there. So we've overtaken him for 4th place. I'll just take that, easy peasy. I'm not going to complain about getting 4th place that easily. And because it's been a very hard fought battle. I mean, you know, as I've said before, it was very hard to catch Magnussen. These Legend AI have actually given me the run for the money, basically. I mean, Ricciardo's nowhere, you know, to be seen, so he's completely mugged me off. So Legend AI actually proving to be very difficult, or at least maybe Hockenheim is proving to be difficult for me to get used to. As I said, the first race I've done here at Hockenheim straight off the bat on this game. But now we come into the pits now, lap 58 for the intermediate tyres. You can see the rain is definitely coming down. It's definitely time for the intermediate green wall tyres. And so we've been held up an absolute treat, though, by, I believe, a Lotus of Romain Grosjean. And so that has allowed us to, well, we did actually lose time. I was going to say we maybe got jumped by someone, but we've actually ended up still in 4th place again. And on lap 62, we're absolutely struggling. As you can see, I've set the wet tyres because it is absolutely downpoured here in Hockenheim. It's time for the wet tyres now. Looks like Magnussen's actually continued on. As you can see on the track map, he's gone on ahead in 4th place. What an idiot, because it is definitely time for wet weather tyres. So we're going to bring on to the blue wall tyre. So crazy stuff. It went from dry on lap 58 all the way to full wets in only about, you know, what's that, 5 laps. So some crazy weather here in Germany. And now onto lap 66. You can see I was struggling through that first corner. There's a very large lack of grip here at the moment here in Hockenheim. I've got a dry setup on, obviously. You can see I'm losing the rear, an absolute tree. Going through the left-hander, actually. Magnussen is going to overtake me. So he's been annoying us all race. And now on the last lap, because obviously we've been lapped by the Mercedes, so we'll finish. This will be our last lap. On the last lap, he's overtaken me, but I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to go and lean mix, but we're going to re-overtake him, hopefully for 5th place. Can we do it down the inside? We're going to squeeze him out, because I'm not going to do him any favours. I'm going to be cruel to him, because he's been annoying us all race by re-overtaking us. As you can see, in a straight line, we're losing the rear. The car is squirming about. There is a serious lack of grip here in this Ferrari at Hockenheim. Looks like the McLaren's got beautiful grip, so I don't know if that's the McLaren's being better than the Ferrari in the rain, or it's just the Legend AI being a bit OP, maybe having traction in the wet compared to my no traction with pretty much all assists off, apart from the corner line here in the wet, because I'm struggling for grip. So I'm not too sure if the Legend AI have traction even when you turn off the assists, because the amount of grip they're getting is absolutely ridiculous. As you can see, I'm basically I'm just training them. I'm just a cork in their bottle, just making them slow down for me as I struggle home to 4th place. Lewis Hamilton's won the race, Rosberg's coming 2nd, Ricciardo will come 3rd, and I'm going to squirm to 4th place. Look at the train I've made there on our theoretical last lap. On lap 66 out of 67. We've come home in 4th place. Alonso puts his fists in the air, and as he should. It's been a tough race. We've gained 2 places from our grid start. But yeah, what a crazy race, guys. If you did enjoy that, give it a like and comment below what you thought of that race. But yeah, the AI... challenging, promisingly challenging. I don't know if maybe it's me not being used to Hockenheim. I suspect a large part of it is that, but I would like to believe the Legend AI are also just pretty good and a bit more aggressive this year. Definitely when I was struggling on the prime tyres, Magnussen was able to pounce, and in the wet they definitely had the pace over me in the wet. If I hadn't kind of, you know, become the cork in the bottle on those last few laps, they would have got me. So who knows? But if you guys did enjoy that, give it a like, comment below what you thought, subscribe if you're new for weekly F1 content coming in the next few weeks. I'll try my best to do daily uploads, guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I've been aarava, and we'll see you guys next time.